Coming up tonight on Primetime Local News. The Lloyd Council Chambers gets packed with residents debating the land use bylaw. And we check out the preseason action for the men's Rustlers basketball team. Plus our weekly edition of Pet Project.
Primetime Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Coleen Young is seeking re-election as a member of the SAS Party to be the MLA for the Lloydminster constituency in the Saskatchewan provincial election. Young held an open house yesterday to kick off her campaign and talk to voters about the issues that are important to them. She says the most important part of running is to find out what's important to the people in her constituency.
Well, I think a successful campaign is about meeting people at the doors. And that's something I pride myself on, is getting out and meeting the folks, listening to them, asking for their support, and then, taking their concerns and making sure I make note of that. So if I am reelected, that, I can advocate on their behalf.
Coleen Young believes a big issue in this election is healthcare, and there are lots of healthcare-related issues she wants to accomplish if her re-election campaign is successful.
A new long-term care facility on the Saskatchewan side for Lloydminster, and some expansion or renovations to our hospital. There's a facility needs assessment going on right now, and I'm hoping that it'll show that, from the time that I moved here 38 years ago, serving a population of just over 14,000, we're at about 35,000, and we need an expansion to our hospital and some additional healthcare services.
The Saskatchewan provincial election will be held on October 28th. If Young wins the election, she will represent the Lloydminster constituency for 4 more years. The land use bylaw for Lloydminster has been hotly contested, coming to a point at City Council yesterday. Many gathered at the council chamber to voice their concerns over the proposed land use bylaw. The council meeting kicked off yesterday with an amendment to the bylaw, easing the worry for some residents.
The amendment that was proposed and approved by council was to return to an R1 designation in residential, which would allow for a single family home to be built with the discretionary of a duplex or 2 homes from that perspective.
A lot of criticism was directed at council, making this an issue that will extend past the election and will be an ongoing issue for the future City Council.
So I think we don't have to rebuild the bylaw, I hope, but certainly there was no concerns about advertising signs and things like that the bylaw dealt with. And there was some question about setbacks, so we need to review that a little bit more. But certainly there was, far and away, we heard that the low residential density housing was a concern.
Lloydminster plans to keep the community up to date on all future updates coming to the land use bylaw. Spectre Fest is just one event that happens in the month of October. Our Jackson Fontaine met up with Mike Vanny, who is one of the hosts of the online event.
I'm pleased to be joined here today by Mike Vanny, who is an online streamer. Mike, how are you doing today?
Doing really well. Thank you very much.
So tell me a little bit about Spectre Fest.
Yeah, so Spectre Fest is a online gaming marathon where we stream ourselves playing for 24 hours straight. It's me and one of my best friends, Corey, and we created this event to raise money for Crohn's and Colitis Canada as kind of like a marathon to support a charity, all in the name of my older brother Jason, who was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in 2002. And unfortunately passed away in 2018 due to some complications of surgery resulting of that disease. And in 2020, like many other people who were locked in their houses at the time, I started streaming gaming content to twitch.tv. And I started growing an audience with twitch.tv. And my friend Corey, who goes by Dookie03, was also doing the same thing at the time, and we wanted to come up with a way to honor my older brother This is something I was speaking to him quite a bit about, just trying to find the right thing. And he had actually suggested the idea of doing this 24-hour stream, where essentially we would start at 10 a.m. On a Saturday and literally go 24 hours straight until 10 a.m. the following Sunday. All the while receiving donations and support from our community, from people kind of all over the world, and raising money that basically goes directly into Crohn's and Colitis Canada. And to date, this is our 4th year of doing it. To date, the last 3 years combined, we've raised just short of $12,000 for the charity.
How can people participate in this event?
Yeah, so we start the stream on October 19th at 10 a.m. October 19th was Jason's birthday, so it actually worked out quite well this year to host it this weekend. To join the stream or to donate or to connect with us in any way, I put it into a simple link, into a tiny URL. So the address is tinyurl.com/specfest, SPECFEST 2024. And so what that'll do is that direct links you to the website. Crohn's and Colitis Canada sets us up with a donation page every year. It'll actually take you straight there. There's a video that plays at the top that kind of tells you about the story, why we do the stream, things like that. And then there's an area to donate in that space as well. And then during the event, we'll actually be hosting the stream right there. However, you can also come and participate live with us by going to twitch.tv/DG online. That's my direct link. Or twitch.tv/Dukey, DUKEY 03. And then that's his stream. And both channels have the stream up the entire time. So it doesn't matter which one you go to, you're able to participate from either way.
What made you want to start this stream?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I was speaking with one of my best friends. Corey and Jason were really good friends as well. He's a close family friend of ours. And when Jason passed, there was kind of this spot where we wanted some way to continue honoring him, right?
Well, I hope the stream goes well, and hopefully you guys raise lots of money. Mike, thanks for taking the time to do this today.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And that's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
Abby St. John is back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for our weekly edition of Pet Project.
Back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for a weekly edition of Pet Project, and today we have the adorable Peanut Butter. She is so fluffy and so incredibly soft and sweet. She just wants love and affection from the minute she walked in here. So tell me about her story and what her best fit would be.
So Peanut Butter came to us at the beginning of September as a stray. She was found around 46th Street. We're approximating her to be about a year old. She's a very sweet girl. She is dog selective, which, a lot of the animals that come in here, we don't know what their story is. So we do offer meet and greets and things like that, of course, but we do believe she would probably be better in a home with like a single person or a couple with older kids. She does not like cats. And when she gets really attached to people, she can resource guard them like a dog would resource guard food. She can be very protective. She would be a great companion, absolutely. Like, she's just so chill. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
But high stress situations, of course, will stress out any dog.
Yes,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, a quieter environment would probably be the best fit for her because she is an absolute sweetheart. Just like,
But she would better fit where she's the queen of her own castle.
Absolutely, yes.
But she is absolutely just the sweetest. She came in immediately looked for affection. She didn't really cower away, or she wasn't very timid or anything like that. So I think she definitely would make a family very, very happy. Now, you did mention older kids.
Yeah.
Have you seen kind of, obviously no signs of real aggression, but just so that she, doesn't knock any of them over by accident?
Right, and just from, like if there's kids that play loud sometimes, there'd be screaming and things like that, which is normal for kids to play, but it might stress her out.
Right.
So it would be, like, we recommend just a quieter environment. It'll help her adjust way quicker.
Yeah,
For
which is
sure.
amazing. Now, going off of adoptions, as always, there are a couple opportunities for people to adopt their forever pets.
Yes.
You have 2 adoption events, one at Pet Planet and then one at PetSmart, which will be a week long. So tell me about the one at Pet Planet first, and then what people should know about the week-long PetSmart event.
So our Pet Planet event will be from the 19th to the 20th. It's a full weekend, so you'll be able to see us there at 10 a.m. We'll be there with a bunch of furry friends, with probably some dogs, definitely some cats. And then from the 20th to the 26th, we have our week-long PetSmart adoption event, which is always extremely successful. We get a lot of our little fuzzy bums adopted through there, which is great. And it gives anybody who can't necessarily make it up to where we are. PetSmart is a lot easier to get to for some people. So. And with it being a week long, there's more opportunities for people to maybe stop by after work, or if they have the day off, to just come and see who's there.
And of course, just as a reminder, people are able to fill out the application ahead of time before the event itself, and that kind of gives them a little head start on the process. So that's still available. And where can they go to find the application that they need?
So the application is available on our website. I believe you can also get a link through our Facebook page as well, and we can probably put it up here so you guys can see it, know where to go. Hey.
And now, what I'm very excited to talk about, and I know you're very excited to talk about, is the Halloween haunted house / shelter that you are looking to turn into for an event, and that's the balls are rolling on this event.
Yeah.
So tell me everything that we need to know about the event, and there are specific donations that you can bring in lieu of a monetary ticket.
Admission, yeah. So our event is going to run from the 26th of October, which is a Saturday, till the Tuesday, the 29th. We will have a sensory time set up for those dates between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. You can come in, go through the haunted house with the lights still on, without anybody dressed up. So if you have sensory issues, I myself have a child with autism, so it would be a lot less. He loves Halloween, but it's better for things not to be jumping out at him, right? So that is already well underway, and we're good to go for that. And then the regular time will be 7 to 9. We are still looking for volunteers and donations of decor and things like that. Anybody who's willing to come in and help us set it up, help us as characters in the haunted house, and help us take it down after. You can email us at info@borderpaws.ca if you're interested in helping out, or of course you can give us a call. Some of the donations that we'd be looking for in lieu of admission would be paper towel, disinfectant, cleaner, laundry soap, wet and dry cat food, strong dog toys, cat toys, and of course we do have all our pets on the Canadian Naturals. The dogs are on lamb and brown rice, and we have turkey and salmon for our cats.
And those donations, though, if you bring in those specific donations, you don't need to purchase a ticket admission. So you can either do a monetary donation for the admission, or if you bring in those specific items,
then admission is free.
That can kind of replace that admission price, which I think is awesome, and that will also help you guys with your donation items. Now, going off of donation items, what are the specific donations that you're in need in currently right now?
So the things that we've already listed, we're already also looking for things like Kleenex, toilet paper, things like slow feeders, because some of our dogs, when they come in, as strays especially, It's unknown when the last time they eat, and if they eat too fast, it can actually do a lot of harm to them. So the slow feeders, so that they don't choke and things like that, and like peanut butter, we bleach, and garbage bags. The industrial size garbage bags too would be a huge help.
Well, wonderful. Peanut butter was an adorable companion, just sitting here, just absolutely so calm and just in.
She needs her jelly.
Exactly, she needs her jelly,
You can be her jelly.
And I know that she is going to make any family extremely happy. So thank you again for joining me, and of course we'll talk more about the haunted Halloween event that will be a huge one for this month. We'll get more information as we get closer to. So thank you again for joining me once again, and Peanut Butter, you were an adorable, adorable guest.
And the list for the items for the haunted house, the donation items, we will have that posted up on our website and our Facebook page.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We'll have more primetime local news after the break. The Lakeland Rustlers men's basketball team is gearing up for the ACAC season with some exhibition games against the Red Deer Polytechnic Kings. And I had the opportunity to check out these games and see their high-intensity matchups. The Lakeland Rustlers men's basketball team has high hopes for the upcoming season after getting the bronze medal in the ACAC last March. In order to be best prepared for the season to start, they took on the Red Deer Polytechnic Kings, a team with a long history of success in men's basketball. The Rustlers had an excellent start to their first game, leading by multiple possessions heading into the half, before letting the Kings back into the game in the third and fourth quarter, but ultimately coming away with the win, 107-90.
Yeah, no, I think at first we handled the pressure. We're getting easy layups, sharing the ball, knocking down shots. Then I think we relaxed a little bit, started turning over the ball, allowed them to get back into it. You know, they brought some excitement to the game. They got energized. But then after we, regained our footing, hit some shots, and played good defense.
Game 2 was another close matchup, but the Kings ended up coming away with the victory, 84-75. The men will have one more preseason game against the Nadukes, but they are very excited for the regular season to start when they take on the Augustana Vikings.
Personally, I'm really excited for the season. I haven't played a regular season game for a year and a half, and the team is just ecstatic to play. So we've been practicing really hard for a month now, so we're starting to get really prepared for this.
Thomas Wildman, Primetime, local news. And now we will take a look at your cute pets with our Pets Picks of the Day.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.
We're going to take a quick look at your 3-day forecast. Tomorrow it's going to be partly sunny and a high of 13 degrees. It'll stay at 13 and be mostly sunny on Thursday. And then on Friday, a 60% chance of showers and a high of 10 degrees. And thank you for watching Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman, and have a great rest of your day.